Following What Was That Supposed to Mean, do you remember the first kind of conversations you had about where you wanted to go next as a band?
Oh, I suppose we just kind of we aim to bring an album out at least, don't we? So
I'd hope, aye.
if we get there, then I'm pretty happy with that.
If we could
That's
play
what
as
we all
much as
say.
we can and bring out as
Play as
many
much as
tunes
we
as we can,
Get an album done.
get an album done and see
Eventually.
what happens. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that.
Aye, that'll be my goal.
Aye. We've not really. We've probably not had a set plan, which is probably bad saying that, but
We
we'll
don't,
just
we
kind
don't
of try
plan. We
to.
don't plan, mate.
We'll just kind of try to do it and see what happens. But it's kind of.
See where the wind
It's
takes
been
us.
alright so far, but
Is it more interesting for you to not have a plan?
maybe
I think so,
to be
aye.
honest.
Mate, I don't plan anything ever.
Didn't even brush his teeth today.
I
You know
brush
what
my
I
teeth
mean?
today, mate. Came out
No, like I
breathtaking.
think that is a good point to be fair, because like if you're planning, like I don't know, maybe if you're planning something and it actually happens, you're kind of like part of the
if
plan.
things don't go to plan,
like, aye.
aye,
If
exactly.
things don't go to plan, it's kind of like, oh no.
Just see
Whereas
what
if
happens. innit?
See what happens. If things happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. It just gets more exciting when things just randomly
Exactly.
pop up. Do you know what I mean? So
So yes, is the answer to the question.
yes.
Was that the case for working with Tarik? Was that something that wasn't part of a plan and just
Wasn't
happened?
part of our plan at all.
No. 100%.
No, we just we got the opportunity to do it, and we just did it.
We needed music recorded basically, and we done it.
When he came up and we did it, and that was it. And
That's
just-
literally
I think they
it, aye.
sound good. I think they're our best songs so far.
The stuff we've
Yeah.
got sitting released are they're us, but they're not us. It's like a pure
Exactly.
next step. I feel like we've matured now.
Yeah,
We're
it's
big boys.
you where you are at the moment, not where you were.
Aye, yeah.
Aye, exactly.
Aye, exactly.
How did you come into contact with him?
I
I think it was Jokey, our manager.
Our manager.
Oh no, do you know what it was? It was Calva Louise. So he recorded I think he recorded music with Calva Louise, and Jokey is really close with Jess, for Calva Louise, and we literally just needed somewhere to record.
We've always been big Spring King fans.
Aye, we love
though.
Spring
Like,
King.
we
Aye.
went to see them
We fucking love
beforehand,
Spring
and then
King.
as soon as the opportunity came up, we were just like,
Aye.
let's go and do it. Aye. So that was it.
What did he bring to the creative process that you hadn't had in it before?
Not really
He
sure.
was really
It's
relaxed,
just really
like-
chilled out.
Aye.
And like I feel like we've took what we learned before and adapted that and became a more versatile band. We've wrote more versatile songs and more dynamic songs and became a lot better with our songwriting. And I think just when we went in there, we knew exactly what we wanted to do already. And he just kind of added that kind of extra layer of like I don't know.
Professionalism.
No, not
Basically.
I don't know. Just like
I'd say so.
Not even professional. Just like I don't know. It was just different. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was like better or worse. It was just different. But it was good.
It was a good
In a good way.
experience. It's just, I think maybe part of like getting, obviously, I mean, the first time we went down and recorded with him was like, it was last August, I think. So we're still like in the kind of lockdown and that. So I don't know if like it just felt so good and felt so different because, do you know what I mean? We couldn't leave the house for like 3 or 4 months. So like, we went down to Liverpool. We'd never been to Liverpool before. We'd met this guy who loved his music, and he was just working with us, and it was like, oh my god. Do
Good
you know what I mean?
experience
Like,
anyway.
Aye, where does this came feel like? It was
general,
just class. But no, he's a good guy.
It's interesting too because both of the songs that have come out that you've done with him kind of look at the breakdown of relationships and relationships that have either broken down or are on the way to doing that. Do you find the end of a relationship or the beginning of a relationship more creatively inspiring or better for
I
creativity?
feel like it is easier to write a sad song than it is to write a happy song, and I think
Every song's a love song. That's my motto.
it's easier to write a sad song than it is to write a happy song. So, just like I don't know, you find inspiration with things that happen to you, and that was it.
Do you feel the songs that you're putting out are telling a continuing story?
They could potentially be, it was not that I've ever thought about that, but I mean, it's just I kind of write based on things that I'm seeing, based on things that are happening in my life or happening to other people that I'm seeing, and
He writes about me all the time.
write about Mark all the time. That's all the love songs. It's just anything that happens, you take inspiration for anything, kind of.
How has being in a band changed your day-to-day life most?
What?
How's being in a band changed your day-to-day life most?
It's not really, mate. Like I still feel like
It's,
Still feel
I
the
feel like
exact same. I mean, we see, be honest, we've been in a band, we've been in the same band since
2016.
Since we've been kind of with each other for ages.
I feel like
so
we've
it's
been
not
kind of like,
nothing different, is it?
well, I feel like we kind of maybe were, not that we were at that point, but like genuinely before the lockdown, it was kind of like maybe we'd be able to do this a bit more, because like we kind of went like the full of like 2019. Like I felt like we're from kind of like February, March, because I remember we were playing like, I can't remember where it was, but it was like the first time we'd played in a while, and it was in February, I think, and it was kind of like at one point I was kind of like, we're playing again. Like it was starting to become like, oh my god, like maybe we'll all be doing this a bit more often. And then we didn't play for like 2 months, and then we played with the Dunce at SWG3, and it was kind of back to it, and I was like, right, this is us, we're going to start kicking off again. And then obviously the lockdown happened, so it was kind of like,
happened the next day.
So like maybe if that didn't
so.
happen, I feel like we would have felt a real difference, like just playing all the time.
So
and then
kick to the teeth.
Aye, like we signed to a booking agent like during lockdown, which is obviously like, it's amazing obviously, but like we couldn't play. Do you know what I mean? So like,
not really had the chance to utilise
like can
him
actually
yet,
play.
He's obviously got his our next couple of gigs, so
but no,
hopefully
I feel like we would have felt a bigger difference, obviously, if the lockdown didn't happen. But we're the same people, do you know?
We deal with it.
Aye.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys.
No worries,
No
mate.
problem.